Welcome back, guys, to Football Researcher. Today is going to be very different. Today, I'm going to be talking about what my March Madness bracket looked like this year. This is not my predictions because it's already passed, obviously. Baylor won. But this is what my bracket did look like. And we're just going to hop right into it with the first game. That was Gonzaga and either Norfolk State or App State. A lot of people were going Norfolk State to win in this first four game. I actually had App State. That didn't work out, actually. So, but even if they won, I would have had them easily going out in the first round to Gonzaga. I had Gonzaga going to the second round. And we're going to go region by region, not like full first round. Like, you'll see it. Oklahoma, Missouri. I went back and forth on this game. I was thinking Austin Reeves would be very good in the tournament, and he was very good in the games that they played. I did have Oklahoma winning this one, and to play Gonzaga. Creighton, UC Santa Barbara, or UCSB. I had Creighton winning this one. I know a lot of people are really high on UCSB to win this first round game, but I had Creighton, which was correct. So far, I had all the games correct. So far. Here's where I fell off. Virginia, Ohio. I had Virginia. Okay? I didn't think Jason Preston would be able to stick with Virginia, the reigning champs. But that was not the case. Ohio did make it to the second round. Ended up losing to Creighton, but we'll get to the second round in just a minute. Kansas, USC. I had Kansas. No. Wait. Yeah. Kansas, Eastern Washington. I had Kansas winning this one. I think it's a pretty simple pick. USC, Wichita State or Drake. I had Wichita State winning the first four game. Didn't work out. It was Drake, USC. I'd use USC winning even if Wichita State did make it to the first round. I still had USC winning. Oregon, VCU. This game was canceled. That was very sad for VCU. But I did have Oregon going in the second round anyways to play either Iowa or Grand Canyon. I had Iowa. So that was a pretty simple pick. We're going to move on to the second round of this region. Gonzaga, Oklahoma. This game was closer than I expected. I thought maybe this game would be close at halftime. Maybe it wasn't. Oklahoma kind of came on a little run at the end or a little run at the beginning, but no. And I did have Gonzaga making it to the Sweet 16. To play either Virginia or Creighton. It was Ohio-Creighton, and Creighton won that game to go to the Sweet 16. I had Creighton and Virginia being a really close game. I had Virginia going to the Sweet 16, obviously. They lost in the first round to Ohio. Congrats to Ohio. Creighton ended up moving on to the Sweet 16, but I had Virginia. So this is just what my bracket did look like. This is not what these are what my predictions were. This is not the full, USC or Kansas. A lot of people are very high on USC going into the tournament, and obviously for a good reason, because they did make it to the Elite Eight. got crushed by Gonzaga, but I had Kansas winning this one. Pretty bad choice, I guess. But I did have Kansas. And I had Iowa beating Oregon. I thought that would be a simple pick, but obviously that wasn't the case. Yeah, so my Sweet 16 games were 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds. I had Gonzaga, Virginia, and Kansas and Iowa. Gonzaga, Virginia, I was thinking if this game happened, it'd be an absolute blowout. That same game, it was against a different team, but the same game, it was a blowout. But I would have Gonzaga winning. I had Gonzaga making it to the Elite Eight, and that was correct. Iowa, Kansas. I went with the slight upset here. I had Kansas winning that game and making it to the Elite Eight, but I did not have them winning. I thought maybe it'd be maybe a close game at the beginning, Gonzaga, Kansas, but actually, Iowa, Kansas, actually. I thought that'd be the best game of the season. Not the season, of the NCAA tournament. I thought that'd be a great game if it happened. It never ended up happening. Actually, neither of those teams made it to the Sweet 16, but I had Kansas winning that one. Gonzaga, Kansas in the Elite Eight. I did have Gonzaga winning that one. And making it to the Final Four, which was correct. So that is that region. I don't know what region that was. I forgot what region that was, but I did have Gonzaga going out of that region to the Final Four. Michigan, this is the next region. Michigan, Texas Southern, to play either Texas Southern or Mount St. Mary's. I had Mount St. Mary's. Obviously, I did not do good picking those first 4 games. I did have Mount St. Mary's making it to the round of 64. Didn't work out. Texas Southern made it. But I would have had Michigan going to the second round anyways, which obviously was correct. LSU, St. Bonaventure. I had LSU, which was right. I didn't think St. Bonaventure had I didn't think they had enough experience in the tournament. I think LSU actually has a lot of experience in the tournament, being like a 3 seed in 2019 or something like that. I think they have some experience in the tournament. I don't think St. Bonaventure had that experience, which that is why I thought LSU was going to make it to the second round, and that did happen. Colorado, Georgetown. I had Colorado. I know a lot of people were picking Georgetown, but I had the Buffaloes winning that one to play Florida State. UNC Greensboro was okay in the regular season, but I don't think they have the power to beat Florida State. What were the other games? Oh yeah, BYU to play either Michigan State or UCLA. I did have UCLA making it to the round of 64, and I also had UCLA making it to the second round, which was correct. First of all, I did not have them making it to the Final Four like they did, but I did have them making it to the second round. Forgot the other games. Oh, Texas, Abilene Christian. Abilene Christian pulled off the upset. I did not have that. I had Texas, probably like mostly everyone else. Yeah, I had Texas playing UCLA, which didn't happen. But UConn, Maryland, I did have Maryland winning this one. I know a lot of people were high going into the NCAA tournament for UConn, but I didn't have that. And UConn got knocked out in the first round of Maryland, so I did have Maryland winning that. Iona, Alabama, I had Alabama winning that one, probably like a bunch of other people, to play Maryland. So we're moving on to the second round in this region. Michigan, LSU. I actually went back and forth on this one. A lot of people were picking LSU to go to the Sweet 16. Initially, I did have them going to the Sweet 16, but I went with my gut, and I got Michigan going to the Sweet 16, and that's what happened. I did have Colorado making it to the Sweet 16, though. I didn't have them lose. I had Florida State losing in the second round to Colorado. It was a close game in the beginning, but Florida State took it over, and Florida State won. A lot of people in my family were not thinking Colorado was even going to make it past the first round, but I had them going to the Sweet 16, but it didn't work out. I had UCLA against Texas. I had Texas winning that one. Obviously, UCLA made it to the Final Four. That's insane, 11 seed. But I had them going out in the second round, the round of 32. I had Texas going to the Sweet 16 to play Alabama in the Sweet 16. I didn't have Maryland making it to the Sweet 16 at least. Michigan, for me, it was Michigan versus Colorado. I thought this was going to be a blowout game. I thought Michigan was going to destroy them, which that game didn't even happen, but I think if it did happen, I think Michigan would blow them out, even without Isaiah Livers. So I did have Michigan making it to the Elite Eight, and that was correct. Texas, Alabama. I thought this was going to be a great game if it happened. Never ended up happening. Alabama got knocked out in the Sweet 16, but I had Alabama making it to the Elite Eight, a 1 versus 2 seed matchup in the Elite Eight. I did have Alabama making it to the Elite Eight, and I also had them going to the Final Four. So, yeah, out of that region, I had Alabama making it to the Final Four out of that region. We're going to move on to the next region, Baylor versus Hartford. Baylor, easy choice. Wisconsin, North Carolina. I had Wisconsin making the slight upset here. Yeah, I think Wisconsin has had more power than North Carolina, and I was right. They won by like 20 points. So, yeah, I had Wisconsin winning that game, so I got that full game right. Villanova, Winthrop. A lot of people were high on Winthrop going into the tournament. I had the Wildcats, Villanova, winning that first round, and that's what happened. Purdue, North Texas. Congratulations, North Texas, winning their first NCAA tournament game. I did have Purdue winning this one, but it didn't happen. I had Villanova and Purdue playing that game, but no, it didn't happen. Shoot. Arkansas, Colgate. I had Arkansas. I thought that'd be an easy choice. Texas Tech, Utah State. I thought it'd be a very easy choice. I had Texas Tech winning that game, so I got that full game right. Florida, Virginia Tech. The first game of the NCAA tournament, besides the first 4. I did have Florida winning this one. I did have the Gators winning this one, which was correct. But this next game got me. Actually, so I think like ORU and Ohio State, I think that was like the 5th game. I had a perfect bracket until then. So I did not have ORU making it. Actually, my grandparents went to ORU, so it was pretty special for us because they made it to the Sweet 16. I thought they were going to beat Arkansas. Didn't happen, but I did have Ohio State beating ORU. Didn't happen, actually. For a lot of people, that's shocking. But A. Smith and O'Banner played incredible. They did not look like a 15 seed. Ohio State looked like the 15 seed out there. But I did have Ohio State winning that one. I had Baylor beating Wisconsin to make it to the Sweet 16. I had Purdue beating Villanova to make it to the Sweet 16. I thought Purdue had the strength to beat Villanova. Game never even happened. Purdue didn't even make it past the second round, and then I had them going to the Sweet 16. Arkansas, Texas Tech. I had Texas Tech winning that game. Again, never happened. The game did happen, but I didn't have that. There wasn't that easy layup right at the end of the game could have forced into overtime, and in that overtime, I think Texas Tech would have pulled it out, but it didn't happen. I did have Texas Tech make it into the Sweet 16 though. So Ohio State, the Gators. I had game never happened, but I had this. I had this in my bracket. I did have Ohio State winning that one. Purdue and Baylor. I had Baylor. I think that's a simple choice. Game never happened, though. I had Ohio State beating Texas Tech to make it to the Elite Eight. So I had another 1 versus 2 seed matchup. And I know you guys are thinking, you have to have an upset. You can't just have 1 versus 2 seed Elite Eight. And first of all, I didn't. I did have Kansas being the 3 seed, make it to the Elite Eight, but that's still kind of not. But I'm just gonna say Baylor. I did have Baylor, making it to the Final Four, which was correct. So, Alabama obviously didn't make it to the Final Four. I had them making it to the Final Four. Didn't happen, but I did have Gonzaga and Baylor going to the Final Four, which did happen. Illinois Drexel. This is the next region. Illinois Drexel, easy choice. Illinois. Georgia Tech, Loyola. I know a lot of people were high on Georgia Tech. I know a lot of people are high on Loyola. That run for Loyola in 2018, an incredible run. But I did have Georgia Tech winning this one. Tennessee, Oregon State. This is actually my big upset. This was actually my big upset for the first round. I did have Oregon State winning this one, which was correct. This was the only 12 versus 5 seed win, or 12 winning, and that was correct. Oklahoma State Liberty. I had Oklahoma State, like most people. I don't have like a sheet, so I kind of forget what the games were. Hold on. Oh, I know it. San Diego State, Syracuse. I had the Aztecs beating the Orange. Didn't happen. The Orange made it to the Sweet 16, but I did have San Diego State winning this one. West Virginia, Morehead State. I had West Virginia. Clemson, Rutgers. I had Clemson. Houston, Cleveland State. I had Houston. So, kind of just breezed through that. But I am going to go to the second round for this region. Illinois, Georgia Tech. To be completely honest with you, I thought Illinois and Drexel would be a closer game than this. I thought Georgia Tech would get absolutely blown out if this game happened. It never happened, but I did think Illinois would make it to the Sweet 16. Oklahoma State, Oregon State. This game was I thought this game would be close. Oregon State ended up winning this game, but Oregon State did win this game, but I did have Oklahoma State winning this game and making it to the Sweet 16. San Diego State and West Virginia. I had West Virginia. Clemson, Houston. I had Houston. Illinois, Oklahoma State. I actually thought Oklahoma State was going to win this one. Illinois going out in the second round. I had them going out in Sweet 16, so not a huge difference there. Didn't hurt me as much as a lot of other people did. A lot of, Illinois losing to Loyola didn't hurt me as much as some other people. But I did have Oklahoma State making it to the Elite Eight. And West Virginia, Houston, I thought this would be up there with Kansas and Iowa, a game, at least. That's what I thought. I thought this was going to be a very close game. I thought it might go into overtime if it happened. Never happened. But if that game did happen, I would have Houston winning that game. To play Oklahoma State in the Elite Eight, I would have Houston. So I had 3 out of the 4 Final Four teams correct. I had Gonzaga, Alabama, Baylor, and Houston in the Final Four. So 3 out of the 4 Final Four teams were pretty good, in my opinion. Gonzaga, Alabama. This is going to shock a lot of you guys. I had Alabama beating Gonzaga to go to the Final Four. No, the championship game. And I'm just going to say, this Baylor-Houston game, I thought this was actually going to be a pretty close game. I thought it was either going to be a blowout or a good game. I thought this was going to be a good game, but it was a terrible game. I did have Baylor winning it, though. Winning that game. So I had Alabama and Baylor in the championship game. And this is going to shock you guys. I had Alabama. I know Baylor ended up winning, but I had Alabama winning the championship game. And that is what my bracket looked like for the 2021 NCAA tournament. I'm going to do a lot more of these. This is going to be hilarious, this next video that comes out. It's going to be what my brother picked. My 6-year-old brother picked for his March Madness. It's hilarious. Some of the picks were okay, but he's a 6-year-old, so I just kind of went with it, what he picked. So, like, you know. I'm going to have what my grandma picked, my dad picked, what my uncle picked, or whatever. If you guys want to see more of these, I will do them. Yeah, I had Alabama winning this national title game. Obviously, ended up losing in the Sweet 16, but that's fine. But next year, I'm definitely going to have my predictions. I'm going to have when I do my predictions. I'm going to have when my brother does his predictions. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry I haven't posted in a very long time. Actually, the first week of this, like, I didn't post was March Madness week, and I was like, I don't want to do a video because I'm watching the games. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys agreed with my picks, kind of. It didn't obviously work, but that bracket wasn't perfect like every other bracket. But yeah, I hope you guys agreed with me with some of my picks, at least. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. See ya.